What's going on, guys? I'm my W Rocker. Well, the Grand Wagoneer, the Jeep Wagoneer, was revealed this morning. I feel like it's been forever. This has been a long wait. From insider information from working at FCA, I was hearing about this vehicle back in like 2016, 2017 at the latest. You know what? It's a Jeep Wagoneer concept. Oh, there it is. Concept. They didn't even call it a production model yet. It's still a concept. This looked like a production-ready vehicle. You know, they drove it on stage. They have footage of it driving on the roads, you know, their fancy B-roll footage. It's a, full interior, ready-to-go vehicle. But they are still calling it a concept. So I think that's kind of strange. But I would expect to see it. I'm pretty sure they're going to make it. And I think it will come out probably late next year or maybe in 2022. That is one problem. I do think they're very late here. Large SUVs like the Denali's and the Escalades and the Lincoln Navigators, these luxurious big SUVs are still very popular. And, for a while there, it seemed like crossovers were going to take over, like 10 years ago. But people are going back to large SUVs. Gas isn't that expensive, and people just want the room. They want 3 rows. They want a big SUV. And especially with a hybrid powertrain, this can be still a very good option for people. So the market's there. I really think they need to do this as soon as possible, ASAP, because GM, has the brand new Escalade, the brand new Denali, and I think those are going to sell well. And the Navigator is pretty striking as well. So they need to get in this really soon. But with that being said, this Wagoneer, this thing is spectacular. As I've gotten a little bit older, especially more like having a family, we have a Denali, we have an older one, and I love it. And luxurious SUVs are awesome. It's something I didn't pay attention to when I was younger, but I really love them now. And I gotta say, this thing, they nailed it. First of all, you go to the front. I love the way that this thing looks. It looks menacing, but classy at the same time. It looks really, really sharp. The LED lighting is pretty much perfect. I've never seen quite that setup with LED going all the way like across the hood, and then like those waterfall lights in between the 7-slot grill, like in between the slots. And of course, the lights, the headlights and the DRLs and everything. It looks very, very sharp. And I like how the chrome isn't chrome. It's kind of like an anodized look. It's classy, but it's not like too plasticky shiny. It looks very, very smooth and very sharp. And I've seen on some other videos that were pumped out like immediately, I've seen that people are kind of on the fence or maybe complaining about like the body color pillars. I actually like them a lot. A lot of SUVs at the turn of the century were like this, and I think they look good. As long as you have big glass, and especially tinted glass, it works. It looks good. I'm glad they didn't go with the cliche, the very, very way too common black pillars like everyone else has. Why would you want that? They want to stand out with this. They want to come in and they want to dominate, and I think they can. This thing is very unique. It's very, very stylish, very classy, and I think that's what they were going for. The back is very well done too. Of course, LED and very bright, very flashy. The roof is a little crazy. I'm still sketched out about glass roofs. I know that's like a thing nowadays. I've never owned a vehicle with those, but I've been inside them, at the auto show and stuff, and they just weird me out a little bit. So I'm not a big fan of that, but I think it's smart that they did that because that's kind of expected nowadays. But the big winner here is the interior. This interior is spectacular. I was blown away by it. All these screens and even in the back, and obviously like extremely premium materials, like the tones, the way the color is in there. It doesn't look boring. It doesn't look like all black like most cars are. It actually has some flavor to it. I don't know how to describe it. It just comes together really nice. And the fact that there's like a screen for the passenger, like on the dashboard, as well as the central infotainment screen, of course the TFT display, or basically screen for, where the gauges are for the driver. It all kind of comes together in this crazy like unison. Like it all looks like one unit. It's really, really cool. They did an excellent job with this interior. And considering this is a concept, well, let's hope that the production model is this nice. That, you know, I would assume they would stick to this formula, because the interior, they knocked it out of the park. As for drivetrain, we know that it's probably going to be a hybrid. That's what they were kind of bragging about, right? This 4xe, 4xe, whatever you want to call it. That is probably going to be expected, and that's great. You know, I would assume it would be a Hemi e-torque system like they're using on the trucks right now. You know, I don't think we have to sit here and scratch our heads about what it'll be, even though they didn't reveal it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Hemi hybrid drivetrain. I mean, that kind of makes sense, guys. They're going to want to keep it familiar. They're going to want to keep costs low because they're a billion-dollar company. It's going to be a Hemi with an electric hybrid system. So, yeah, I think it's a great SUV. If they keep it like this concept shows, I think it could be very successful. I think it's very striking, very luxurious, and very handsome. Remember, this has 24-inch wheels. Whoa. On a factory vehicle, 24-inch wheels. That is crazy. But you know what? Somehow it works. It looks very, very nice. The proportions are right. The appearance is right. It's very premium, very classy. I like it a lot. Pricing wasn't announced either. I would bet my bottom dollar that this is going to be approaching the 100K mark. That's you know, honestly, all cars are going to be 100 grand in another 5 years. Like, prices are mind-blowing for vehicles nowadays. Something this nice, I guarantee this is going to start around the 90,000 mark. Start at, you know, I'm sure it'll be over 100 when you actually buy one. So, yeah, good luck to anyone trying to get one of these. I love it. I do love this vehicle. I think it's very cool. They swept me in. I think I like it a lot. But no, I would never buy one. That's way too expensive. Anyway, with that being said, guys, what do you think of this new concept? I'm sorry, I love saying that. I think it's funny that they called it a concept. If they don't make this, I think it's crazy if they went this far with it and don't make it. So, yeah, this concept, what do you guys think of it? I love it. I think it's awesome. I think they nailed it out of the park, and I hope if they, you know, bring it to production, that's exactly like the one they tried to seduce us with today. There you go, guys. I like it. Would never buy one. Too expensive. But I think they are going to try and take a market share from, you know, the Denali, the Expedition, the Navigator, and the Escalade, things like that. I think they have a good chance. I think this is going to be a good competitor. So we'll have to see. Remember to smash that thumbs up button. It is free, and it turns blue. Pretty cool, right? It's blue, just like the 4xe logo for Jeep. And also subscribe for daily truck news and very fun automotive content. And as always, I'll catch you later.